guys, happy Saturday. Welcome to Saturday Deal or No Deal number 3. So let's see who we got on here. So for those of you who are new to my channel, I'm doing a deal or no deal every single Saturday. I try to every single Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard, where you bring your deals, whether the deal that you're working on or a deal that's in the pipeline. But if you're openly willing to share the address, the number with us, I'm able to help you evaluate, analyze it live, and letting you know if it's a deal or a no deal. Happy Saturday, you guys. Big D, what up? And Joe Dirt, what up? You guys, as you enter the live stream, please smash that thumbs up. That's the new rules to the channel. So as you enter, smash that like. Don't be shy. Emerald Russell, happy Saturday. I got a subscriber that made a comment yesterday, and that was hilarious. And he was I don't know if it's he or she was watching my cold call, and then he commented. He said, "Hey, if this guy have a what is it? He or she said, if he has an issue, if he has broken language or broken English, and he can cold call, and so can we." That's right, you guys. If I can do it in this business, I believe you can too. It just takes work, and it is not easy, all right? And I don't want to throw this off like it's easy. It's not easy, but once you know how to do it, then yes, it will become easy. So anyways, let's give you guys some shout out. Jacqueline, what up? Happy Saturday. Arto, hey brother, what up? Happy Saturday. Why did you remove your caller video? Otto, so basically what it is that I want to make that private. That's one of my web guy. He actually told me, and then I end up wanting to make that private for those of you that were in that purchased my seller script package deal. I want to send these calls over to you guys private. I'm not going to upload it onto the channel. This is private for you guys. It's unlimited, something as I throw in as a bonus, and I will continue doing that for you guys, because to me, I believe that talking to seller is the most important things in this business. And the thing is, so when you deal with seller, there's only two things. We all market we are now so competitive. We all market pretty much the same to the same list, etc. But the only two things that get sellers to work with you: one, it's either you're willing to pay more for than the other buyer. Two, is communication. Is how well and how good you are at talking to seller. To me, that's only, when I compete with these guys in my markets, either the price, because they call you and then they call someone else, etc. But if you can communicate, get the commitment, lock it up right there and then there you go. Then you will have the deal. Either that, or you were willing to pay more than the other guy. But obviously, we're all working on the exact same formula and everything like that. Deron, what up? Happy Saturday. Kong, how do you an offer on a burn house down? How do you offer? Okay, so how do I make an offer on a burn house? Joe Dirt, this is probably for a Sunday Q&A. So also, you guys, I'm doing a Sunday Q&A every single Sunday, if I can, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard. If you can join me, get all your wholesaling question answered. And if I don't know, I'll let you guys, I don't know. As far as burn house, it's the same thing. You have to make, basically what it is do you want to know if the property, is it salvageable? Is it savable? If it's still saved, if you can still save it, how much would it cost to completely strip it down, rehab it, all right? But if it's not saved, right, it's completely burned and you really can't save it, then what you want to know is how much is the lot worth in that area? How much the lot is worth with all the utilities there already. So basically, whoever it is that's need to come in, and roughly it's going to cost about $10,000 to tear the house down, all right? So if there's an existing house there and it's burnt, you can't save it, it takes $10,000 to scrape it. and then whatever the and then whoever can come in and then start building again, they can go ahead and get the permit and start building again. So you just need to figure out how much the lot is worth with all the utility is there already for a builder to come in. Trone Wright, what up? Raymond, what up? Happy Saturday. Miguel B, happy Saturday. Hi Kong, do you wholesale only or you do different deal structures? Miguel, I only, right now, all of our business is only wholesaling and virtually wholesaling. And we take all of our money, we dump it into rental, and that's going to be a long-term, for retirement. So I take everything we got and then we dump it into rental, but I don't flip. I don't fix and flip. For those of you, okay, let me tell you this. For those of you who are like, yeah, you know what? I like to flip because it's exciting. I like to take something. It's because it's much more sexier, right, to flip a property than it is to wholesale a property, right? You got to go in there, you got to, you got to go in there and you got to rehab it, you got to change the look, you got to put it, you got to change it to however you want, etc. And it just sounds more exciting and more sexy. But let me tell you this. I've been in the rehab. Now, I'm not saying that maybe it didn't work for me, but maybe it could have worked for you. But let me tell you this, is that when you rehab a piece of property, you got to make sure that your number, you got to make sure you know your number. You got to make sure that you have a good crew. And also, too, you got to stay on top of them. A lot of times, most rehabber get into is they underestimate the rehab or they underestimate the ARV and they get into it. They get themselves into trouble. And a lot of times where you think, oh, I'm going to come in there, I'm going to rehab this, I'm going to update this. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be in and out for a month. Never happened to me. Our project was 3 months. It had to be 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. Now you got to include your holding costs, etc. And so what I'm saying is your profit can, I have deals where my potential profit was 50 and then it just go down. But I was fortunate enough that I haven't lost any deals on any of my flip, but man, you got to make sure your number is correct. But let me tell you, most of the time when you get into flip, you think that, okay, you know what, if I wholesale, I'll make 10 or 15K, but if I flip the property, I can make 30 to 40. Let me tell you this, try it and you will know. Try it and you will know. Try it and you will know what I mean by, well, why does Kong like to wholesale now? So try it and you will know, because no matter what I tell you, there's something in the back of your head, you'll be like, yeah, you know what, I want to give it a shot. Give it a shot and you let me know. Because what it is that you guys got to understand, when you get into this rehab, sometime when you're new at it, there's so much to learn. It takes so much of your time and your attention into that flip that you don't have time to go and hunt and create more deals. So you think, okay, if I make 10 to 15, if I wholesale it, but if I flip it, I'll make 30. But it takes you all of your times in that 3 months, 4 months to get that flip done, where you can easily take you wholesale, you're done. Now you can take all your attention and focus on finding more deals where you can just wholesale. All right? So within that 3 month period, that's exactly what happened to me, you guys. That's exactly what happened to me, because when I first enter, I keep on thinking, well, wholesaling is an entry level. You know what? I don't want an entry level. I want to make more money. So what's the next level up, right? So you're thinking there's level. So you wait, you know what? I want to level up. So I'm going to go into fix and flip. After I fix and flip, I build up my cash. Then I go into developing. Then I want to build. Then I want to be a builder. I want to build skyscraper. You guys, I have all those goals when I first started, all right? It was one step at a time. And I understand that success is not an overnight, all right? And I have this investor that told me success, it takes 10 years for an overnight success. All right, you guys. So this is not a get rich quick or anything like that. But when I got into rehabbing, right? When I got into rehabbing, then I started to realize that this is not what I want to do. This is not the lifestyle I want. And it takes so much of your time. And then when you get into it, you couldn't focus on creating more and making more, because your attention and focus was into that rehab, because you're learning. There's so much stuff that you need to learn, things that come up that you don't know, contractor that you got to deal with. It's just so much headaches, man. So, and then once I start wholesaling, I just knew that, oh my God, this business, you can really scale up so big. I have deals where, you can scale this business up so big. And being a wholesaler, it's so good because you learn all the trick that is needed for you yourself to go find a good deal. So if you want to buy a rental property, if you want to buy something for yourself, you already know everything that's needed to find a good deals. But I would not. So for me, if you ask me, I would not get into flips. But for those of you, you have to try it to know what I mean. Because when I first got in, that's what I keep on thinking is, wholesaling, entry level, then the next thing, but I was wrong. I didn't know that you can scale wholesaling so big to, couple 100,000 a month. I mean, right now we're shooting for 350 a month. And virtually wholesaling, I have none of my properties, none of my money tied up. I mean, all the money that it's going to tie up is earnest money. But, if the deal doesn't work out, we get all of our earnest money back. There's no risk. If you get into a piece of property, you tie it up, you got to make sure your number is correct. If the market shift or something wrong, boom. You don't want to lose on your first deal. I trust me. If you lose on your first deal, it takes a certain kind of person to bounce back. Because now you're gonna lose, your confidence gonna go away. You lost all your money. You're gonna be more stressed, etc. So you gotta make sure your first deal gotta go well. All right, because because basically it's momentum. Once it goes well, whether you're making 1,000, 2,000, whatever it is, you gotta be profitable. All right, even breaking even it's okay, but just don't lose money because it's momentum. Once you start picking up that momentum, your confidence will go up. And that was the key thing when I got my mentor. My mentor said, Kong, I got to make sure that your first deal, you have to make money. All right, you got to make money. And once the momentum picks up, and then it just keeps going. But for me, man, wholesaling all the way, dude. Wholesale all the way. Let me see here. Okay, Antonio, you guys pop in the comment, deal you're working on right now. And here's the thing, single family. Please give me a single family home. It's much easier. All the other things just takes a little bit longer time. Single family home, and I want to make sure you know that it's an off-market deal. If you can, single family home off market. Here's one, 3736 and 3628 Orange, Texas. Good comps. Have been hard to find. House needs remodel. One needs new roof and to be revealed. One need new roof and to be revealed. Owner are really motivated. Ask for low ball offer. Okay, Antonio. I'm sorry, Antonio. I need some number from you. What is the asking price? What is your estimated ARV? And what do you think the rehab cost would be? So Antonio, pop it in, man. Lando, happy Saturday. Trone White, happy Saturday. Mary Jacob, happy Saturday. I can't pronounce your name, it's too long. I don't know. Happy Saturday, Dakota. Happy Saturday. The Trench Entrepreneur. It is the Trench, man. Happy Saturday. Lu Chin, happy Saturday. William Hackins, what up? Happy Saturday. Miguel B, you're awesome. Kong, do you work with short sale realtor to find lots of wholesale deal? Miguel B, yes, I do. So find some good agents that's in the market that you're working that have that's basically their niche. REOs and short sales. Connect with them, treat them well, give them some treat, and connect with them, build relationship, and yes, they will bring you deals. And I have made a lot of deals. I've made a lot of money off of one of the short sale that we did. We ended up making, I think, 50 or 55. I can't remember. And there's an agent that brought me another piece of property. We made 50 on it. So yes, connect with agents, you guys. They have they have a big network of connection people. They can bring you seller. They can bring you buyers as well. Hit that likes. Come on, you guys. We have 30 people on. There should be 30 likes. Come on, smash those thumbs up. So Antonio, dude, I need those numbers, which is what do you think the ARV is? What is the asking price? What do you think the rehab cost would be? And we're gonna analyze your deal right now, bro. But I need that number. Let me see here. 3736 and 3628. So I guess this is a duplex. It's probably a duplex. So let me search it really quick here. James, what up? Happy Saturday. Getting seller calling and talking to seller daily. James, nice. James, I'm gonna send you guys a I'm working on trying to edit right now. I'm gonna send you guys a live seller call that I did a couple days ago, and I did it at a Starbucks. But basically the seller called in, and when we came down to price, he kind of wanted to think about it. He wasn't ready to go. He wanted to think about it, etc. You know what? It's going to be a really good call for you guys to listen to, James. I got his commitment. I did not let him off the phone without getting his commitment and getting him to sign the contract. The contract just sent back yesterday. All right, and we're sending out to our buyer right now. We're sending out to the buyer with a potential of making about 30,000 on it. But it will be a good call for you guys because he's like, oh, I want to think about it. He mentioned a price, and then he mentioned a number, and then he came back and said, oh no, it's too low, right? He mentioned a number, and then he realized it was too low, so he came up on his price, but he keep on saying, I'm not ready. I want to think about it, and I'm going to tell you guys how I got him to commit and saying, hey, ready to go, get it done. So I'm gonna send that call over to you guys. And also too is everyone that have purchased my my package deal, my amazing seller script package deal. I will continue sending you guys over these live call because I know that it's gonna help you guys out. Let me see here. So house needs to be level, under contract for 27. Okay, it's under contract for 27. So basically, I'm just sending the deal out right now to a buyer, and all I do is through text message you guys. I don't really talk to them anymore. So basically, once you start building up your buyers list, and once you start building up your buyers list, and you just know how the process works, you can do it just by texting. You don't really have to talk to them. Okay, so under contract for 27, but we may need to renegotiate $5,000 for both. The house needs a lot more work than expected. ARV is 50 for one and 30 for the second. Okay, so one of them is 50K. Second one is 30K. So Antonio, basically you got both of these under contract, correct? All right, I'm sorry. So basically these are not a duplex, but it's a single family home for each, correct? So one is for 50, one is for 30. Man, so that means I gotta break down what is the rehab for one. Both houses are 2-1, did not flood during Harvey, have been vacant for a year. Okay, so now I gotta figure out your rehab. So it's a 2-1. Antonio, so it's a 2-1. So what is the rehab cost for the 50K and what is the rehab for the 30K? Contract for 27 for both. So contract for 27 for both. But we may need to renegotiate $5,000 for both. 2-1. Yes, there are two single family home. Antonio, how much are you looking to make on this? So it's 2-1, 2 bed, 1 bath for both. I think, let me pull it up really quick here. All right, you guys, so I'm going to pull it up really quick here. We're just going to go ahead and Google the address. I'm going to use my phone here. So let me see here, Antonio. Let me go back. I'm so sorry. Let me go back and pull up the address really quick here. 3736. Let's go ahead and do the 3736. Oh, dude, I mean, Antonio, I would need the address, bro. 3736 and 3638. I would need the street name, bro. I would need the street. Uh, Antonio, pop in the street, pop in the street address, man, cause I need the street address. There's one on Nightingale Street, 3736 Nightingale Street. Okay, so that's correct. Okay. um, so it's on realtor.com. So realtor.com estimated. So right now, what we do is, so you got it both under contract for 27K divided by 2. So you basically tie it up under contract for 13.5 each. So now we got to figure out what the did you say that? Did you say the ARV is 50 for one and 30 for the other? Oh man, I wish I could just get you guys on the phone. So is it 30? Hold on a second. I think I can find it up here. So you said under contract for 27 for both. The house needs a lot of work than expected. ARV 50 for one and 30 for the second. Okay. So right now I'm looking at. Okay, so I figure so it's 800 square feet. This one here is. So this one here is 3736 and 800 square feet, 2 bedroom, 1 bath. Realtor.com estimated to be about 43,000. Now I'm gonna go and check to see. Now I'm gonna go check at let's see if they have it on. Let's see if Redfin has it or. So I'm gonna pop the address into Redfin to see what Redfin thinks the ARV is. Their ARV is based on the square footage. Well, we'll see here. So right now I'm gonna go to Redfin. I'm gonna paste in the address and see what Redfin thinks the property's worth. It doesn't even show up on Redfin. So wait. Yeah. So I'm gonna go to Zillow. So okay, so Zillow estimated to be 34. So we got a 43, we got a 34, and then I'm gonna go to iComps. So basically, what it is I'm just going to these sites, putting in the address just to see what these sites estimate the property is to be worth. That way I can confirm with you what I think the property's worth. So at iComps, estimated to be 3375. I'm just gonna go with 33, and then I'm gonna go to Trulia. truly estimated to be 42. So what I'm gonna do now, what I'm gonna do is, before looking at other property around it, right? So before looking at other house, compare around it, just to see what what the ARV is for these property in perfect condition. So let's see if those property are updated. But before I do that, I'm just gonna take 40. I'm just gonna add up what these sites estimated this property to be at, and then try to figure out roughly what the ARV is after we get a rough estimate. Then we're gonna jump into the next step. So 43 plus 34 plus 33 plus 42. I'm looking at 4 different sites here. One is Realtor.com, Trulia, iComps, and Zillow, and we're going to divide it by 4. So it estimated this property. So based on that, I got 38,000. Okay, for 37, 36, I got an ARV of 38. Now, Antonio, I need to know. I need to know the 37, 36. What do you think the rehab cost would be for that property? Could you pop it in here and let me know what do you think the rehab cost is for that property? We got it under contract for 7. Okay, so you got that under contract for 7. So I think that's the one that you think is worth 30. And 3628, we got it under contract for 20. So I figured that one probably worth 50,000. Under contract for 20 was based on 7 ARV minus 10K in repair. So Antonio, 10,000. So 10,000 in repair costs for each one of them. So let me know while you punch that in. I'm gonna go ahead and see what what I think the ARV would be. So this is just my estimate, my estimation of what I think the ARV would be for 3736 Nightingale Street. Okay. So what I'm doing now is this is Trulia. I'm gonna go to iComps here. So if you guys can see this, when you go to iComps, on the left hand side it has all the property address that are sold, and then on the right hand side you see a little map, and then the green one is you, which is the property that you're looking at, or the property that you're looking at to put under contract, or the property that you're under contract with, and then all the little red is rounded, and it'll show you what it's sold for. Here is okay, so this one sold for 50,000, but it doesn't say any bedroom and bathroom, so I'm gonna go ahead. I don't know why it doesn't say it on here, but the square footage seems to be bigger already. So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try to find out if other sites has the square footage. Or I'm sorry, half the bedroom and bathroom. So I'm gonna go to Zillow. Zillow doesn't even have the bedroom and bathroom. Here's one that is, it doesn't even have bedroom and bathroom either. Oh man, and that one sold for 48.5. 1,300 square feet, probably too big, so we don't need to worry about that. Here it is, a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, sold for 44. This is a 3-bedroom, and ours we're looking at is a 2-bedroom. So the one that we're looking at is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, only 800 square feet, and the comparable that I'm looking at right now is a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, and it's 926 square feet. So 37, 36 Nightingale repair costs are 20 to 30K. And 3638 is 25K on just exterior. We have a contractor sending us an exact estimate. The property are 2 hours away, so we are having a contractor do estimate. So 3638 is 25K. So you got the 30K under contract for 7, but if it needs, so you got the, I'm sorry, all my notes here are confusing. So if you got the 36, if you got the 3638, I guess the 50,000 is the 3638. And then the 3736 is the 30K. And if, so that one, if it needs 20 to 30,000 in repair, I don't see how that number is gonna work, Antonio, unless somebody's gonna buy this as a rental, because I don't know how a flip would work if you're gonna be all in it at the ARV price. So there's no margin in there, and it seems like it's even really hard to get a margin in here for a flip, because if the ARV is 30,000, you tied up a contract for 7,000, and even if it's need 20,000, you're at 27,000, and the ARV is 30,000. Even the ARV is 35,000. There's really no margin in here for so based on, I mean, if we just gonna go ahead and go ahead and even say that this one here, so we got a 44, so we know it's not in the 40,000. Here's another 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,200 square feet for 27,000, and I don't see pictures on it. But let's just say that you are right on the ARV. So I mean, based on this here, I'm probably gonna guess as well as the property ARV is probably gonna be in between that right there, high 30,000 high, like top. So at 30,000, if you bought it. If you bought it for, if you had it under contract for 7, okay, and if a buyer comes in and even if they buy it for 7, they put 20,000 into it, they're now sitting at 27,000, and after they resell it, they got to pay all the closing costs and all the realtor fee. They would have been in the negative zone, unless you can get this property here. Whoever wants to buy it and buy it as for a rental, because I can, based on the number you give me, I figure in this area you can probably get a pretty high rent in return to what the property is worth. Like in my area, you can't buy these property for that price, so you can probably rent a 2-bedroom, 1-bath in that area out for, I don't know, 6, 7, or 8. I'm not sure what the rent is, but I'm sure that the rent is going to be more than the 1% rules compared to how much you buying it for. We have considered backing out because the comps are not strong and the repairs are extensive. Only reason we are considering is owner are desperate to get rid of the house. Well, let me ask you this then, Antonio. Have you had any buyers drive by the property and check the property out? Yes, Jin. I mean, I agree with you. Like in these area, like property doesn't appreciate. So a lot of times, what it is I guess in market, you either get high appreciation, which means property appreciate really well, but the rent is not good. The rent sucks, right? And in some area, you can get really good rent on compared to how much you paying for the property, but there's no appreciation. Okay. So in this, I guess that you can get good rent, but it's also too is depending on location. So it's also on location. Some buyer wouldn't buy it because it might be in a bad neighborhood or a bad location, in a war zone, something like that. So my question for you is the next thing here, based on the numbers you give me, it's probably just not gonna do. Based on the number you give me and just roughly seeing what things are selling for around in the area, I'm gonna try to go ahead and punch in the other address really quick. But based on the other one, my question for you, the next question would be: have you had any buyers that have drive by the property and get their opinion of what they would pay for it? Okay, you guys. I will. I'll have to be right back. I just gotta go. I just gotta go do something really quick. I apologize, but I'll be right back. Hold on a sec. You guys, I'm back. I'm back, you guys. I apologize. Sorry for about that, you guys, and thank you for your patience. But we're down to one person. Who is that one person that is committed? Mary Jacob, me, Jin. Awesome, buddy. Jin, I think I got something that I would like to propose to you. Maybe when we hit 5,000 subscriber. Candace, I'm back. Sorry, you guys. Thank you so much for your patience. Now let's wrap this one up really quick. So, Antonio, if I were you, you would have to pitch this. And just to show you guys this, once I'm done talking to the seller, like I really rarely get on the phone with them anymore, unless it's something that really needed. Otherwise, everything I do is just through text message. And we're trying to set up right now an appointment for the buyer to come out on this property that we just got tied up. So he just returned the text and said tomorrow's full, but Monday will work. So I typically, you guys will do a lot of texts. But just want to share that. I gave your script to my VA. We are crushing this. Dude, Jin, that is awesome. Thank you so much for your support. I greatly appreciate it. And I really, really want, that it's going to add so much value to you and give you back so much more in return. Which I know it will. So, Antonio, here goes, man. So, on this deal here, you would have to go ahead and pitch it to your seller, just throw it out there to your seller, and it's probably going to have to be a landlord, someone that wants to fix it up the property and then keep it as a rental. Now, the only thing that I don't know on this deal here is that how much they can get for rent, and would a buyer that going to buy this and hold, so you would have to pitch it to them and see if it's something that they wanted to do, and if the seller really needs to sell this property, which means that it's probably going to be easy for you to work with them on as far as in the closing date on it. So which means if you needed more time, you just have to tell them, hey, you know what? There's just so much work on this property here, and we're trying to send our contractor out and etc. But none of them can come back in and give us the the repair cost where we need it to be for us to make this number work. So you would have to, Antonio will pitch it to somebody that's going to keep it as a rental and see if it's something that's going to work. See if it's something going to work for them or not. And then, see where do they need to be in price to make it work, and see if you can go and get in today. So let's move on to the next one here. Drop it in the comment, you guys. Damn ARV on that, Jen. So let me see here. I think I saw one earlier, but if any one of you got one right now that you're working on, drop it in a comment and let's get it figured out. I think I saw one earlier. Maybe I was wrong. Is there... Corner lot, single family home. Okay, this one comes from Wiki, drop me a comment if you're still on the live stream or not. It's a single family home, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 600 square feet home. Is in McCurry, California, sold for $147,500 on December 2018, asking price 199, owner post on Craigslist, not a deal. Mickey, not a deal. Don't waste your time on it. How can I get the seller under contract? Well, they bought it in 2008. Hold on a second. Home in Merced, California, sold 147.5 on December 2018. Asking 199, owner post on Craigslist, said needs only paint and carpet to be rental ready. Okay, so I'm sorry, hold on a second. So the home is sold for 147.5 on December 2018, and you're saying now they're asking 199? If that's the case, you need to figure out what is the rent, what you can get for rent, and if you have to tie it up on a contract, then you have to pitch this over to someone that will have to buy to do a buy and hold, unless the ARV is higher than the 199. But it seems like they just bought it. They must have gone in there, clean it up, fix it up, or whatever needed, and then now they're trying to resell for a higher price. So to me, it doesn't seem like it's going to be it's a deal. Okay, Dwayne, happy Saturday, 224. Okay, ARV 160, rehab 20K, got it under contract for 87, sellers asking 120. Nice. Okay, so, okay, let's look at that really quick, and let's look at that one really quick. Dwayne, now, so ARV 160, good. You gave me all the number. I appreciate that. It really helps. Rehab, all in one text. That really helps. 20K. Got under contract for 87. Seller's asking 120. Nice. Seller asked 120, and you got under contract for 87. Hustler. So let's do the number really quick based on your number. ARV 160 minus the 30% rules, so that puts us at 112, and then minus the rehab, that puts us at 92. You got under contract for 87. So am I right? Are you looking for to get a $5,000 spread? Dwayne, are you looking to get a $5,000 spread on it? And now 5K assignment. You are right. Perfect. Okay, so how much time do you have on it? How much time do you have on this? Jin, too cheap, man. You deserve 10K. That's right. You can start high and then you can go low. Dwayne, that's the thing. It's about knowing your market and knowing your buyer. So maybe some buyer would pay you more than they're willing to pay you at the 10 days inspections. Okay. And so did you just tie this up? 10 days inspection. Did you just tie this up? 30 days close, 10-day inspection. Okay, now have you marketed this property yet? If not, let's post it on the Facebook page right now and let's see. Yes, just got the contract today. Okay, well, Dwayne, have you posted on that Facebook group? Have you sent it out to your all your buyers yet? If you haven't, let's go ahead and tag on top. Yes, I have. Oh, shoot, man. I was going to say, if you haven't, let's go ahead and tag on top a $10,000 fee instead of a $5,000. I'm working with a realtor right now. Okay. Cool, man. So I don't know if you need any help on this one. Do you just want me to verify the ARV? Dwayne, is that what it is? Done. Let's do it right now. So you just want me to verify your ARV. Okay. Well, my next question for you is, what did the realtor say? Did you ask the realtor? I found it here. Did you ask the realtor what he thinks the ARV is? Dwayne, drop me a comment. Have you asked the realtor what the ARV would be? That's the next thing that I would ask you if the realtor calls in, and you can also tell him what he thinks the ARV would be. So here we got it. So ICOM's estimated to be 110. So I'm gonna put that down. I'm gonna take the property address here. Go ahead and paste it into Zillow, and let's see what Zillow say. Dwayne, have you asked the realtor what he or she thinks the property's worth? Okay. For sale by owner, 108. Zillow estimate to be 114. No, I didn't ask the realtor what R would be. Okay. So I'm just gonna, okay, so Zillow said 114, ICOM said 110. Let's go to Trulia, and let's see what Trulia say. And my next question for you is, Kong, any help with finding a buyer would be great. Okay, dude. Okay, Dwayne, post it on here. Wholesaling house full time. Wholesaling house full time. That's a Facebook group. It has over 57,000 members all across the US. So post your deal on there right now. I went on Trulia. Trulia doesn't have an estimate. Trulia doesn't have an estimation of it. Let's go to, I'm going to go to realtor.com and see if realtor.com has, okay, so realtor.com said it's going to worth about 118. So based on these three here, so I'm just going to go ahead and say, I'm just going to say 110, 114, 118 divided by 3. So based on these three, it comes out to about 114. But now I'm going to go, so that's just a rough estimate. But for us, we need to go ahead and we need to look at some property that's sold around the area. Here's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. So here's the property that we're looking at in green here. And there's another one just only, I would say, a little bit of ways. That one there is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. 2-bedroom, 1 bath, and that one sold for 122. You guys can see it. It's right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but here, let me turn this down. Let me see if you guys can see it. It's pretty. Okay, so here's 122. So what it is based on this. I know now we know that it's going to worth more than 122. So based on those three comps, we know that's worth more than 114. Because this is a, oh, I forgot to ask you. Well, I don't need to ask. It should be on here. It's a 3-2. It's a 3-bedroom, 2 bath, roughly about almost 1,100 square feet. So Dwayne, while you're doing this, go ahead and post it on that Facebook group right now. Also, I closed my first deal contract yesterday. Dwayne, shoot me an email, or drop me your email right now, and then we'll connect, and then so we can get you on the show to share your story. Congrats, man, that's awesome. I'm so excited for you guys. And then here's another one here. Here's a 2-2, but 1,300 square feet. Price is $139.9. Okay. Here's one 2-bedroom, 2 bath, 1,200 square feet, 135. Maybe this one I might be able to see pictures here. It's on the same street here, or yeah, no, I'm sorry, not the same street. But this one might have pictures, so let me check this one out. So Dwayne, your is a 3-1, or I'm sorry, a 3-2, 1,000 square feet. Okay, I can compare it. You can compare it with a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,200 square feet. That one sold for 135. I just want to know if that one's updated or not. So I'm trying to get some pictures, see if it's updated. This one here's a 2-1, 75,000, probably not updated. That's why I sold for 75. I'm guessing. Here's a 3-2. So a 3-2, 1,700 square feet, sold for 151. So based on what I just saw, Dwayne, is that this property is probably not going to work in that 160. Because this one's 1,700 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, sold for 151. Now I'm going to try to see if we can get some pictures. So before I say anything, I want to see if we can get some pictures here. Here's a 3-2, 1,400 square feet, sold for 172. But it's a 3-2, it's 1,400 square feet. Here's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. That's in the 201. 4-bedroom, 2-bath in the 192. $3-1, 84, probably, and it's 1,000 square feet, very similar to your, but I think it's probably going to need work. It's only 84,000. 3-2, 155, 151. Okay, so here's one that's very comparable to your, Dwayne. 151. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,000 square feet. All right, a little bit more than 1,000 square feet. And this one is very, very comparable to your. But what we need to figure out is it up to date? Okay, so I'm looking at the picture right now. It sold back in May of 20. See, now that's the key thing. That's the key thing for about, looking at pictures, because this one here sold for back in May of last year of 2017, and the house, as far as I know, it's not granite countertop. It does have stainless steel appliances, but it does have granite countertop. Seems like it does have a basement. So I'm just looking at the pictures right now. It looks very nice. Maybe this is the neighborhood that doesn't need granite countertop. It doesn't need granite countertop. The kitchens, to me, it looks pretty nice. I don't know what kind of countertop that is. But I think that we can certainly use this as for your ARV, Dwayne. So based on this picture here, I'm gonna try to look at just to make sure that we can get some just to make sure that we can get some really good comps here, that we can be good on our number. Here's a 3-1, 1,200 square feet, 135. So let's look at this one. But to me right now, I'm probably leaning towards, before I say anything here, I'm just going to look at it. I'm going to look at this one really quick. Oh man, so there's no pictures. This one sold back in June of 2017. 3-2, 1,700 square feet for 135. Here's the 3-2, but it's 1,400 square feet. This one might have pictures, so let's look at this one here. And you guys, if this helps you out, smash that like button, drop me a comment, let me know if it helps or not. Kong has got this game on. Thank you. Okay, so here, this one here, there's no picture. There's no picture as well. So let me see here. 102, nope. Here's a 3-2, but it's 1,300 square feet and it's sold for 150. Okay, so let's see here. So Dwayne, based on what I see here, I would probably say that the property's worth about 150. This one sold back in August. Oh, and this one is really nice. Seems like it's been updated. So you guys can see the pictures. It's really nice. So the kitchen doesn't edit. It seems like it's one of those cabinets or one of those countertop that you can just buy in Home Depot. It's not Formica. I'm not sure. I forgot the name of it. So I'm just checking out the pictures and see. So Dwayne, here is my conclusion on this. So it seems like similar properties that are to yours. I would say that to me it's probably around that 150 to 155. To me, it's around that 150 to 155. Okay. So I mean So I don't see any of them is stainless steel, or I'm sorry, I don't see anyone. I don't see any pictures that's granite countertop or anything like that. But I would say that in this neighborhood here, it doesn't seem like it needs that. So to me, these ones sold back in 2017, and it sold for this one here. It's 3-2, but it has bigger square footage, and it sold for 150. So, but I figure that the market has appreciated. I don't know how much is appreciated in your market. But just based on this one and the other one, I would say that this one is going to sit there probably in the 150 to 155. 160 might be pushing it. But if we're just going to go ahead and go conservative and let's just go 150 minus 30%, that puts us down at 105 minus 20. That puts us down at 85. And you got it for 87. And you're sending it out to 87 plus 5. So you're sending out to the buyer for 92. So just by looking at it, Dwayne, it does seem like you do have a deal under contract. So great job. Good for you. So now it's all about hustling and trying to sell this deal. Okay. So I would post it on there and post it on another one that is biggerpockets.com. And another one is something real estate investor. It's on. So the real estate investor is on Facebook, biggerpockets.com. And that investor group has like, I don't know, 70,000 member on there. So if I were you, Dwayne, pop it on there right now and see if you can get any buyer for it. So even this one here, because some investor, depending on your market, maybe they're willing to pay you 25%. So let's just see if you put it at let's just say 155 minus 25%, that puts you at 116 minus the 28,000 in repair. That means that buyer would pay you 96 minus your 87. Boom. So you would make 9K, but you are sending it out and only want 5K on it. So that's cool. That's fine. But it seems like you do have a deal under contract. So Dwayne, let me know if that helps you and if that answer all your question or not. If yes, then let's get on to the next one. One more. Awesome. I'm glad I was close on my numbers. Thank you. Dwayne, you did a great job, man. You did a great job. But here's a little tip, Dwayne. Once you start building up your cash buyer, try to send it out for 25% instead of 30%. And then if your buyers come back, you can start negotiating with them at that point. They would come back, they will tell you, hey, you know what, the price is too high. Whatever it is, you can start high, and then if you don't have any buyers, then you can come down low. But on this one here, I understand you only have 10 days inspection and you want to unload it ASAP. My question is, why did you only have 10 days inspection on it? Is that all the seller was willing to give you? Jeffrey Blanks, happy Saturday, Twin Beach. Okay, so what I need you to do, Jeffrey, is punch in there. So I got the address already. I need the ARV, the rehab, the asking price, and if you got under contract or not. If you did, then what price? And let's, Jeffrey, punch it in right now and let's get this done. I didn't really ask for more. I don't know what you mean. I didn't really ask for more. Dwayne, I'm not sure. So Jeffrey, punch in those numbers for me. I need it. The asking price is 38. Okay, what is the rehab? Hoo, what up? Happy Saturday. Oh, more inspection time. You didn't ask for more inspection? Okay, so Dwayne, I didn't really ask for more. Okay, so what it is next time, Dwayne, to make sure that you have plenty of time to be able to find a buyer for this property. If I were you, I always want to ask for as much time as possible. So typically how you do that is just ask them if they need to close it at quick enough or how soon are they looking to close. That's it. And if they just, and then if they don't look to close and tie it up, for longer, 60 days. Jen, I agree with you. On our in our contract, our inspection time is also our closing time. So it gives us all the way into closing date to give us the way to back out of the deal if we either don't want to move forward to close on it or we can find a buyer on it. But obviously, typically, we should find out very, very quickly. But it just gives us that time frame to be able to market it as a higher price. And if we don't have any bite, then it gives us time to reduce the price on the property if necessary. Okay? So Dwayne, next time, ask for a longer period. If they go ahead and ask them if how long they, how soon are they looking to sell and close escrow on it? Okay? And if they say, oh, I'm not in a hurry, then okay, and then you ask the next questions and try to tie it for long as you can. So let me see here. Jeffrey, I look at a couple websites. The estimate for appraised were around 85. So let me see here. The asking price is 38. Now, Jeffrey, is it an off-market deal or is it a on-market deal? Is it for sale by owner or is it are you dealing directly off-market where it's not listed or anywhere? Only needs cosmetic work on the inside. I'll say 7 to 5K max to make it a rental ready. Okay, so 5 to 7K is a rental ready. How much would it cost to flip this property ready? I need another piece of paper. I hope you guys enjoy this raw material here that we're doing. This is pretty much raw. It's a tire landlord. Okay, well, is it currently rented right now? And how much is he currently getting in rent? And is the renter on a month-to-month? Because that's something that the buyer would need to know. So cosmetic to fix it for a rental is 5 to 7K. Let me look on my phone here. Okay, asking price is 38. So I figured, Jeffrey, you haven't got this lockup on the contract yet, correct? They just kicked the tenant out. Okay, so it's basically vacant. Okay, good. Now, what is it? What is the ARV would be for fully fixed? I'm sorry. You did mention the ARV is 85. Yep. I look and you meant, okay, so you figure it's about 85K. He's asking 38. 5 to 7 for rent ready. Okay, 5 to 7K for rent ready. Now, what does it take to, Gravery? What does it take? I'm just going to call you Blanks. Blanks, what does it take to put this house in a flip condition? What does it take? How much do you think it's estimated to put this house in a flip condition. And also too is drop in the comment right away and let me know, have you made an offer yet? Have you tied this property up under contract yet? Have you made an offer? Have you got it in under contract? Realtor Tulia and Moto had it at 80 plus. So let's try to figure it. Okay, so I'm going to help you right now trying to figure out what I think the ARV would be. But I need to know from you is, what do you think that the property... No, it's still under negotiation, okay? Well, what do you think the rehab cost would be to get this house to 85? Is it okay, so I'm asking you, blanks, is that is 5 to 7,000 in repair will put this house at an ARV of 85,000? Or does it gonna take more than that? This is the last one I'm doing, you guys, for today. 7216 TWIN, Twin Beach Road. $72.16 Twin Beach. Oh gosh. Fairhope. So I'm going to search it up right now and try to find the ARV. Twin Beach Road. Okay, so I found it on Zillow. It's a 2-bedroom. So it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Okay, so it seems like you're dealing with the seller privately. That's good. 924 square feet. So right here, I'm gonna blanks. I'm gonna look at it right now. So if you estimate 85, let's just go with your ARV, and then we'll try to figure it out. So 85 minus 30%, that puts you at 59. So let's just go say 60. And if it's only need about 5 to 7,000, let's just say 10,000. That means your cash buyer would pay $50,000 for this property if it only needs $10,000 in repair, and if it's worth $85,000. So if he's asking you for 38, now this is based on if all the number is correct. So if he only asks you for 38, and if you locked under contract for full price he's asking for 38, then that's your potential wholesale fee profit, 12K. Okay? So now all we need to do is figure out the ARV really quick here. Zillow estimated to be about 59K. Sorry, you guys. I'm trying to go into, but it wouldn't let me. I don't know why iComps wouldn't let me go in. Okay, here goes. So iComps estimate this to be 57. Now, let's see if and then I'm going to punch this into realtor.com. So basically I'm just looking at all the sites and then divided by, so realtor.com said it's worth about 83. ICOM's at 57, Zillow's at 59. So I'm gonna go ahead and go 59 plus 57 plus 83 divided by so 66. That comes out to about 66 at the ARV. So now I'm gonna go to ICOMs and look at the surrounding property and see what the actual is. Whoops. Okay, so now we just need to figure out the ARV, make sure the ARV is correct. Okay, so here's one here. That is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, same square footage, sold for $48,000. Okay, so that one sold for 48, but we need to okay, and then we got to be able to look at pictures to see if it's updated or not. Here's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,100 square feet, sold for 65. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, sold for 73. 3-bedroom, 4-bath, 55. Here's one here, 2-bedroom, 1-bath, sold for 64. So now I got to figure out why this one sold for 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,000 square feet, but it sold for 64. And this one, these over here, even though it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, but only sold for 65. So this one here, even though it's smaller, 2-bedroom, 1-bath, it sold for 64. And then there's these over here. That is a much more bedroom, much more square footage, but sold for only between the 50 and 60,000. And your property sits over here. So I'm gonna pull this one up really quick here. This one is for 64,000, a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,000 square feet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to find pictures on Zillow. And see if it's an updated property or not. It's only 900 square feet. Luke, what up, buddy? Happy Saturday, man. Luke, how's everything going? So I'm looking at this one right now. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, definitely outdated. So I'm looking at all the pictures here they have. Definitely outdated. And this one sold back in November 2017 for $64,500. Big D, what up? I think this is going to be a last one. Maybe we'll have to do yours on the next one if I can do this one really quick here. Because the area is so new to me, so it does take a little while, especially when the comps are like these. Your property's here, but there's the surrounding comps. Here's the 2-bedroom. So 64, I don't know why these are, this one here is the 3.2, and it's only 73,000. This one here, a 3, okay, I'm going to look at this, and let's just see this one. This one is the 3.1, 1,100 square feet, sold for 65. So we'll see if this property needs work or not. I mean, cause this area, you guys gotta understand too, is maybe people would buy these as a rental property and not to flip. So that's the one thing about got to know your market as well. Okay, now we know why this one here only sold for 65 because it's larger. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,100 square feet, and it sold for 65 because the property needs work. And that's a good thing about being able to look at pictures, you guys. That's what you can tell if the property's updated or is it still outdated and need to be updated. Kong, use this address. Young Street, okay. Okay. So this one here, for some reason, I don't know why Jin, I don't know why it doesn't show on my Zillow as far as what it's sold for. 2 bedroom, 448. Okay, so recently sold. I'm sorry, recently sold here for 48,000. So let's look at this one. Let me see here. This one. Oh, from my MLS. Nice, Jin. Yeah. So the thing is, that's the nice thing about having MLS access to MLS is that you're able to find your comps is much stronger, and you're able to find better comps. So this one here sold for 48. So let me see. Let me see here. So let me see, where did that? Okay. So I see it right on here, Jin. That's I see it on iComps. It said it's a 2 bedroom, 2 bath. So yes, you're right. Very similar square footage inside and bedroom. It sold for 48,000. But when I look at pictures, to me, this is not updated. But maybe in this area, it is updated. Because to me here, the hardwood floor here probably needs to be redo. And then, I guess this is the kitchen. But as you guys can see, the kitchen here, it just. So basically, what I'm saying is that when I look at this, Jin, when I look at this to me, it seems like it's just rent ready, right? This house to me seems like it's a rent ready, not a flip ready, right? So maybe the 48, maybe it's just whoever bought it just came in there and make it a rent ready. It's not up to date. It's not completely flip ready. So to me, the 48,000 seems like it's just a rent ready, not a flip ready, unless I can find some other comps. But the one that I see here is a 1,000 square feet and sold for 64,000. And that one, with that one there, it's much nicer. So if I go right here on this one here, it's a 2-1, pretty much same square footage, and it's sold for 64. And if I go and to me, it looks nicer than the one that you sent over. Hold on a second. And a lot of times, so you guys know your area is very important as well, because sometimes knowing your area is also really good as well, because sometimes just on the opposite side of the street might worth less, might worth more. Like in my area, there's one area in our town that if you're on the other side of the freeway, it could be a $60,000-$70,000 different in price range. So to me here, not knowing this market, and just basically like this one here, it's not even updated. And as you guys can see the picture here and the address, let me see the address. It's not even updated. It's 511 Horton Lane, Fairhope, So it's not even updated, and they sold for 64,000. And the one that Jin point out, this one here, it sold for 48,000. So I don't know, maybe this is in this one over here. It's in a better neighborhood or in a better area than this one here. But the one that the Jin's property that he's pointing out at is much closer. It seems like it's much closer to the property that we're looking at. So if we go 48, but when I look at that pictures, it doesn't seem like it's updated. It's just rent ready. It's just the property, it's just rent ready. So Luke said, I think one thing that needs to be touched on as well is the fact that all flippers won't flip the same. So you might have one buyer who flips the house using granite and nice finish versus another who may not use the finish and do it cheaper, which affects the ARV. Yes, Luke, I completely agree with you. So I completely agree with you. It's a lot of times is that when it's based on the ARV, you got to know that if the property in the area, if you look at comps that are, if you look at properties that has granite countertops, stainless steel appliances, tile surround sound in the bathroom, and if those and what those sell for, and the one that does it cheaper, which is used, they either use for countertop like Formica or just cheaper than granite, what would those sell for? Because those would not sell for as high as the one that's granite countertop. But you also got to understand that in that neighborhood is houses, when people go and buy those houses that are updated, or the neighborhood has granite countertop. Some area, that neighborhood, you just don't need granite countertop, and to put granite countertop in that neighborhood doesn't mean you can get more price. So yes, there's a little bit more involved to when it trying to figure out. It's that about, and that's the key. It's about knowing your area. So also too is what I would do. I forgot your name already. I apologize. But what I would do is I would also call some realtor in that area and just go ahead and say, hey, you know what? We're looking to buy some properties in the area here. We're looking to buy some properties to fix and flip, right? To fix and flip. What do you think a 2-bedroom, 1-bath in perfect condition go for in this area? And that would give you roughly an ideas of what the property go for in that area. So I would call some realtor as well. If you are new to the area, you're looking to virtually wholesale in the area, call some realtor, do a little bit of research on the, and you would soon know what things are going for in that area as well. All right, you guys. So to me, looking at this, so here's just my personal opinion, that I know if it's in the flip ready, then I know that it's probably going to worth more than 48. But the only comps that we can find right now is the 48,000. So okay, so you know what? So this is what we're going to do. So we're going to use the 5 to 7,000. Let's just say 7,000, and based on that, based on whoever's going to flip it, would not go in and put granite countertop. We'll put on the cheap stuff, just like this property, for 48. Okay, perfect. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. I hope you're still on the live stream. Drop me a comment. Let me know you're still on the live stream. I forgot who I'm talking with. So 48 minus 30%. So that puts you at 33,000. 33 minus, let's just say all it needs is about 10,000, because it seems very cheap stuff, and you mentioned it only needs about 5 to 7 rent ready. So that puts you at 23. And if you want to make 5K, you got to lock this property up on the contract at 18. So to me right now, just looking at this property, I'm just going to go ahead and use the 48,000. All right. So I'm just going to use the one that Jin sent over is 48,000. It doesn't need granite countertop or stainless steel appliances. So we're just going to put a rehab cost or a cosmetic cost on it for 10,000. So you need to lock this property up under up under contract at 18,000 for you to make 5. Anything that's less than 18,000 you can lock up, then obviously the more money you can make. So if the sellers ask for 38, your job now is to call him back and lock it up under contract for less than. So 33 minus 10. so anything if you can lock this property up under contract for anything less than 23,000, then whatever that is, that'll be your profit. So if you can lock it up on let's just say if you can lock it up on a contract for 22,000, then which means your assignment fee will be 1,000. Okay, so basically this is what the investor would pay for to buy this property. It's 23,000. Your job is now to lock this property up on the contract for less than this, and that could be however much you want to make. Okay, so I would call the seller and then just he wants 38 and you got to be lower than 23. It doesn't seem like that far apart, so call him back. And call the seller, he or she, call him back and go ahead and start negotiate and see you can tie it up on a contract for 33. To me, if you can tie it up for 18, it's a deal. If you can tie it up on the contract for 18K and it gives you that 5,000 of wiggle room, if let's just say your buyer comes in and say, hey, it's going to cost me a little bit more to do this, then you have a little bit wiggle room to negotiate on your assignment fee. Does that make sense? I forgot who I'm talking to. I apologize. I forgot who I'm talking to. So so if I were you, get off the phone, call the seller, and see if you can negotiate and lock it up on the contract for 18,000. Oh, blanks. Blanks. Okay, blanks. Yes, that's correct. So blanks, get off the phone, call the seller, lock it up for 18,000, and then keep us posted. It's middle April, Kong. Where is the new ride, bro? Luke, I just got here. So basically, since you brought that up here, so I just text my guy. I just text the guy and ask him. So he said that it's gonna finish. I'm gonna get it in the middle of. I'm gonna get it in the middle of April. Whoa. I don't know if you guys can see that. I might have to turn. Hold on a second. I have to turn the lighting down a little bit. So he said that I'll get it in, there it is, the middle of April. So the middle of April is going to finish on the 23rd of April. That's when the car is going to finish. And it's probably going to take a month or so for it to get here. So I'll probably get it probably close to end of May. But don't worry, I'll make sure that I'll take you guys on a ride. I'm excited just as much as everyone else, if you guys are into cars. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for take video of you driving out the lot. Yes, I will. I would actually do a video. So it's going to be like a vlog. I'm going to do a video with me going down there, picking the car up, and I'm going to do a video with you guys, and driving it back, unviewing the car, the whole kit and caboodle. All right, I'm trying to do the whole thing. All right, you guys, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Thank you for you guys' patience, for that little cutout that you guys have to wait. I really appreciate it. And you guys, I wish you guys have a great Saturday, rest of your Saturday. And for those of you who can join me tomorrow live for a Sunday Q&A, bring your wholesaling questions. I'll do my best to answer it. And hope you guys have check out what Auto Vlog did to his C63. All right, I will. Thank you so much, you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, if you do enjoy this and if it does add some kind of a value to you, boom, smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you're interested in learning about wholesaling houses and how you can do it virtually and make money in 2018 doing it, boom, smash that subscribe button. Join the family, join the channel and the journey. Also, you guys, take care. See you guys in the next video. Bye.